Plans. Plans. This video certainly wasn't planned, and nor are many of my other videos. Most of my other videos, most of the things that I make aren't planned out. Um, because I don't like to plan things. It's not that I don't like plans as a whole, but the thing is, when you've got a plan, a basic plan or whatever, you've got a branch, and that's a good thing because you got something to stick by. But like, if you completely improvise something, I mean, it can be either one, it can be you'll have no clue what to do, or two, which is what I usually see it as, you haven't got a branch, you've got, oh, what's it? I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm talking about, but like, if you go complete improv, like, you've got stems, you've got leaves on the ends of these stems, you've got little veins inside the leaves that go up into little branching out like a tree or whatever inside a tree, and you've got all these infinite options and everything and whatever. Um, I don't like making a plan because, well, I'm kind of just too lazy to make a plan. Also, I just hate the idea of it. I'm like, I want to make a video, I want to film something. I don't like to, I mean, if I'm making a well thought out thing that would need a script, I would make a script, but I wouldn't make like a really extremely detailed thing. I'd make a basic thing. I'd have an idea of how to do it, but I wouldn't know exactly how I'd do it. I'd have an idea, and I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't write down and plan it specifically with a script. I would just say, so this happens, um, and I would figure out how I'll make it happen when I'm there, because it's easier to know how something's gonna play out when it actually happens, rather than when you're like thinking about it. Um, I, thing is, I have no clue what I'm saying. I have no clue if this even makes sense. I have no clue if this is even like what's I there's no word for this. I can't even describe this. It's like I know what I want to say, but I don't I can't use language or something. I don't know. To formulate the words to say it is hard, which you'd need a plan to have the words to say it. But in the first place, if I had a plan, I wouldn't have probably said these things. And again, I'm making no sense, and school. Oh boy, that's a great thing. Just kidding. Ugh, I do well in school, but I'm not the biggest fan of it. Um, yeah, we've got exams, big exams. Oh boy, can't wait till we're in the leaving cert years. I'll have less subjects, but more detail, but less subjects, so it's easier to do. Plans like study plans. It's easier to study when you've got a study plan, and I have this list of crap that I tick off, uh, and yeah. But the thing is with that is, you have the things that you need to study already. There's no like it's not like making a video you can do anything. It's like you need to study these things, and the way in which you do it, like it's just taking a plan and rearranging it. It's not really making your own plan, um, which is like one of those exception things to what I'm kind of saying now. Um, yeah, and again, yeah, I'm not a fan of making plans, but if someone's made a plan and they give me a plan for something, I'll be like, okay, I'll do that, because I don't mind that. I don't mind, if I'm given, yeah, like I said, if I'm given a plan and I'm to work with it, I'll work with it. But if I'm told, you make a plan, I'll be like, no, no, I won't. Um, yeah, plans. Screw them. And if you like plans, good job. You're more organized, probably. You're have a tidier room. I mean, this doesn't look very untidy, but In my eyes, it does. Um, I like things when they're tidy, but I don't generally have things uh, tidy. So, yeah, it's an interesting thing. I mean, this the room has been worse. It has been worse, and I'm glad it is. It's not worse at the moment because when there isn't a mess around me, I'm like, yo, this is cool because I'm more relaxed or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what I've been saying for the past while. Has this been good? Thank God this has been recording. What a waste of breath that would be. But not really, because I don't know. I like talking to myself. It's nice. I like thinking to myself at least. And when I think to myself, I think to myself as if I'm talking to some. Well, not all the time, but like sometimes when I'm like looking over, I don't know. Sometimes I think to myself as if I'm talking to someone else about something, or someone's interviewing me. And I'd be like, talking about all these things and opinions that I have in my head while I'm just walking along the road for no reason. I don't know. That's just what I do. That's how I roll. Cool. I like art, but I feel like recently ish in the past couple of years I've been less like I haven't done art. Like I haven't drawn a lot in a while. I've done doodles and all that. It's just I feel like I'm losing creativity when I draw, and that's fine because I haven't drawn in a while anyway. Um, but I don't like that. I have creativity in all the other things I do, like on my laptop with music and videos and all these random things that I do. But drawings, I can't find any originality in that. And Picasso said something like, "It took me years to learn to paint, and it took me a lifetime to learn to paint like a child." And that's interesting, and I like that because I don't know. It's once you develop a certain mindset, you can't think like a child anymore. It's hard to do that, and you can't drawing like a child. And what I've thought to myself is I haven't tried this yet. Actually, is drawing like a child. Wouldn't that What if I just started drawing something, but never used a rubber? I never rubbed anything out or erased anything out, as some may say. Um, what that turn out like? Interesting, I would assume. Yeah, sounds interesting anyway. I might do that. I wonder what that. Ew. Yeah, there's this other creative thing that someone was all like, "Yo, draw a couple lines while you're blindfolded, and then from that draw something based on those lines." And I drew like corn and a fireplace and stuff like that, which is interesting. It's interesting. Oh, another thing about plans, animations. I love animating, but whenever I do an animation, I don't have a plan at all. Oh, have I been covering? I've been covering my fucking mic. Have I been? I haven't. Have I? I've no clue. But when I do an animation, I have no plan, which is very bad for an animation. But they always turn out all right, I suppose. They always all my old animations are fine. My most recent animations, they're based on a comic, so I can just look at the comic and be like, okay, I'll just do that. But like it's I don't have like a separate script for the animation and how that's gonna go specifically. It's all improv, everything I do, and the animations still turn out pretty cool. Um, and also there's no script for the animations in what they're going to say. I'm just like, okay, they said something along the lines of this, and then it still turns out fine, you know. And I animate it to it while I'm animating it. And it's also based on the comic, so I mean, I can just look at the comic and be like, okay, at that point she says that, and sometimes I'd add things in that aren't in the comic, and a lot of the time I'd take away stuff from the comic that the animation is based on. You've no clue what I'm talking about. I'm talking about an animation that I don't know if it's up right now. How many minutes left? Got 10 minutes of recording left, apparently. So yeah. This maze ball over here is really cool. It's really challenging, and I broke it a little and I fixed it, but then on the inside something kind of moved like less than a millimeter. But now the ball gets stuck in it every time it moves past this place, and you can't get past it, which is bad. I don't know. I might have fixed it between now and then, but I haven't played it enough times to know if I've fixed it. I don't know. I've never finished that maze ball. It's a really cool thing. I recommend it if you can find one of those. You can get a smaller version of those, which is kind of a similar thing, but it's not as challenging. It's not as big and cool and stuff. I mean, it's probably as challenging, I suppose, but a lot quicker to get through, I suppose. I suppose. I do suppose. Do I? And you know the way I was saying, like, creativity with drawing and all that. And see this guy, my channel mascot or whatever. This wasn't even made by me, or at least the original guy of this guy, the original version of this guy. The original version was green, and it was created by my friend, but he didn't even add any color to his drawing, so I didn't know he was going to be green. And his character was kind of shorter and looked more like this, with circular eyes, but didn't have any whites on the eyes. It was just all black eyes and all that. Basically that. It didn't have the pajamas either. I just added that in because oh my god, that's hilarious, isn't it? It is hilarious. I have no clue what this video is. I have no clue what this turned into. Just me talking about crap for no reason. This wasn't. This was just mindless or mindful. Which was it? What was it? Was this a mindful or was it mindless? It could be either. And they're completely opposite things. I go, what? It actually could be. That's weird. It is. Also, a lot of my drawings and comics and stuff have been based on things, um, like that aren't just. I mean, like everything's based on something else in a way. So yeah, but when I was younger, I drew like stories, and they'd have like elements of things that I would be interested in at the time, like Mario. There was a lot of Mario in these older comic series that I did that I never showed anyone ever. But you'll see them eventually if you want to. I mean, if you don't want to see them, you don't have to see them. I'll make the video anyway. You just don't have to watch the video. We're safe. I heard a door opening and I thought someone would go up the stairs and would like come in my door and be like, Ian, what the hell are you doing? And I'd be like, nothing. But yeah, this is essentially just talking to myself, so I can't just say, "Yo, I'm making a video." I don't like saying that. I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm pointing this at the. Where am I? I don't even know what this looks like because this isn't my inner camera or anything. I'm not using my inner camera because my inner camera is absolutely terrible and I hate it so much. Yeah, this is good quality camera. Good enough quality. It can do 720p video. Watch this. Doesn't that look weird? What the hell was I talking about before this? I was talking about something. I wanted to continue talking about it. God damn it. Something about crackers. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's a good guy. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. There are like comics and books that I did about Mario, and then there was this thing called Adiko's Space Fighters, which was something that me and my friend Kevin were we were gonna write it. I think that's how it went. We were gonna write it, but then I just went off and did it myself, and it was just something. It was weird. It was actually one of my more original things that was just completely based off nothing. Actually, something, one of the things in it was like something based on something from Doctor Who, which I didn't even watch. My friend just showed it to me. Crap, I was blocking the mic again for ages. I hope it wasn't actually blocking the mic, was I? I wasn't actually fully blocking the mic, was I? Crap, that was bad. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Um, Yeah, no clue what. This was fun. This was nice to chat. It was nice to chat about random crap. So I hope you enjoyed.